back to Book and Prejudice. My name is Mar, and today we will be speaking about all of the book series that I want to buy and why I haven't done it. Now, on my phone, I have a Notions page for my books, and within that page there is a wish list. It's full of books that I've seen on BookTube, that I've seen on bookshelves, that I've just seen everywhere, and that I want to purchase at some point, but I haven't done it yet. And that doesn't mean that I don't stare at that wish list with eyes of desire, because I am dying to buy them. The reason why I'm not buying any more books is because I will talk about this more next week, but I have a lot of books at my house. I don't have a lot of space for more books, so especially a series is a very big commitment that I cannot do right now, just space-wise. There's no more places for bookshelves. I mean, there is, but they would look really weird. Like, we could put some in our entrance, but that wouldn't make any sense. So that's why I'm not buying any books. As well, I don't want to buy any books because I think that I have so many unread books, as we will see next week, that there makes no sense for me to purchase any more books, because I want to, like, all of the books that I own are books that I wanted to buy, that I wanted to read, and I think that it's time to be very serious about my TBR and make a serious dent on it. So I'm currently not buying any books that are not related to the book club, and the only reason I'm buying this is, as you guys know, for my ultimate bookshelf. But that doesn't mean that there are not a lot of books that I want to read, and I want to talk about my wishlist books, because sometimes I just need to tell somebody that I'm very excited to get something that I know I'm going to take a long time to get. So without further ado, let me get into my list, which is in my journal. These are some, not all, but some of the books that are on my wish list. First of all, the Vicious series by V. Schwab. Frankly, I just really want to read these because I was on BookTube some time ago, and one of my favorite booktubers, the book Leo, said that this was one of her favorite books, and she has excellent taste, so I thought that I wanted to see what was it all about, because she seemed to really like it. And whenever somebody speaks so passionately about any book, I just think that there's a reason for it, especially someone as well educated as herself. So that's one. Also by V. Schwab, Shades of Magic. I had the first one because my friend got it for me for Christmas, and I'm very grateful for this. And this one is the only one that I might buy in the near future, because I do want to read that one soon. But I haven't bought it yet. I don't know when I am. I don't have space for it, so it's all a bit tangled. I do know it's a trilogy, so it's only 3 books, so that's kind of fine. But that's another book series that I might not get for a while, so it's in the list. Next up, The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. Again, the book Leo was like all over this place, and I was like, I want to read them. She's so smart. I want to be her friend. So I really want to read them. And then as well, I read all of the blurbs and everything, and it just sounded so insane that I was like, okay, this is something so up my alley. I just need to read this. So I really want to read that. And I know that there's 2 books, but there's a 3rd one coming out this year. So hopefully, maybe, perhaps at some point they can get them, but don't have the highest hopes, because there's no space in this flat. Next! Oh, okay, this one's very obvious. The Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Those are 2 series. I think it's a total of 5 books or 6 books, I'm not sure. But the obvious reason why I want to see this is because I saw there was a Netflix show coming out called Shadow and Bone, and I do know from like what I've read of it, the snippets that I've read, that it is combined. The Six of Crows series and the Shadow and Bone series. And I really want to see it because it sounds amazing. I saw the trailer, and then I realized that I didn't want to watch it. Jesus, so many cars. That I didn't want to watch it without reading the books, because I thought that it would help me understand it a bit better. Now this is a bit of a problem because I really want to watch it, and it comes out in April, and I know for a fact that I won't be able to read it in April. But also I'm very excited because the series has Ben Barnes in it, and I love him. He's beautiful, and I wish he was my husband, but he's not. So I really want to watch that series at some point, and in order to watch it, first I want to read the books. So that's another series that I will buy at some point, but I haven't bought yet. I don't know when I will buy. I know my sister has the first one of The Shadow and Bones, and I also know she doesn't read, so I might just take it away from her and just keep it for myself. But I need to figure out whether she would murder me if I did that. She probably wouldn't realize, but then when she realizes, she'd be angry. I don't want that, so I have to figure that one out. Or maybe I'll just get it for me. And then, obviously, I said this in my last video, I really want to buy the Akatar and Throne of Glass series because they're pretty and they're nice, and I really think that they would make me happy because I reread them, especially Throne of Glass. I've reread a few times already, and I just randomly like to reread like Empire of Storms, for example. So I really want to get them in paper because I have them in my Kindle. And then there's several books that are also special mentions that I have not bought but want to read. This is so annoying. First of all, If We Were Villains by Emil Rio. I just want to read this because there's Shakespeare and it's drama and I'm drama, so it just sounds like super up my alley. Also, I think it takes place in a university setting, and as I've said many a time, I wish I was back at uni. I want to go back to uni. I want to start again. I am not liking this whole job search, internship lifestyle. I miss going back to uni, so might as well live vicariously through books. In that note, also The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, and that is one that I might buy soon, just because it just sounds so good. It really does. So that one I really want to read, just so that I can experience it, because a lot of people have said it, that it's really good, that it's really one of the best books she's written, and I want to be part of that. I want to see that. I want to go there. Like I want to be back in uni. Jesus, is that so hard to understand? And lastly, A Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his name. I want to read that book because it sounds super, super whimsical and like cozy and everything. So maybe I'll get that for October, maybe, or November. But regardless, these are all the series that I want to buy, and this is a problem with series and with YA fantasy in general. Fantasy books come in series. They don't come in standalones. And for me, that's fine in the sense of reading them. I don't mind reading a whole series. I'm fine with that. But I have limited space. I have a Kindle. Why am I not getting... The thing that I was saying, the point I was trying to make, that then I unmade for myself, is that series take a lot of space, and I live in a one-bedroom flat in London. Therefore, there is not much space in my apartment in general. Like, it is a miracle that we've managed to fit 3 bookshelves and, well, you'll see it in next week's video, but something else is in that area. It's not a bookshelf, it's kind of like a shoe rack that has been repurposed. That's the best way I can think of describing it. So I think it's quite impressive that we've managed to fit so much stuff in there, but realistically we can't really fit that much stuff. There's no more places for bookshelves, sadly. There's no more places for me to put my books within my bookshelves, because like I have that little space and like a little space right there. That's it. Zip. Finite. That's all I have. So here I am with a bunch of series that I want to read, that a lot of my friends have read, a lot of my friends want to read, a lot of my friends will probably read, and I can't yet. This is so dramatic. I'm just like, I can't read my books. I am so sad. But, and yes, as I said as well, I do have a Kindle. It is right here in this beautiful bag. But, see, I did this with Throne of Glass and Akatar. I bought them on my Kindle. I was very proud of that. I was like, saving the planet. And then I was like, no, I need them in paper. I love these books so much. So I don't know what to do. Should probably get them on my Kindle. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get them in my Kindle in the future. That would be the adult normal thing to do. Because the alternative is to like just kick my boyfriend out of the apartment and then just put a bookshelf whatever I want because he can't say no. And that's mean because I do want him to pay half the rent. I do need that. He does need to do that. That needs to be something that he continues to do. But yeah, these are some of the series that I want to read. I don't know if you guys have read any of these series. This is such a short video, but I just wanted to talk about them because like these are the classic booktube YA fantasy community books. And I feel like these books came out so long ago and I'm only now joining the party, which means that only now I am kind of getting into it. And it sucks. If I had only started doing this when I was like 17 or I hadn't gone through like a 3-year-long slump, it's just, it sucks, man. It sucks. And as well, you know, I put it on my Instagram a poll that said how many people get frustrated about how many good books and good series there are that you just don't have time to read. And the only person that was like, I don't feel that, was my sister, the one that has the Leigh Bardugo Shadow and Bone book, that one. So I feel like a lot of people get this. Like, books are constantly coming out. And not just books, but books that you want to read, that you're interested in reading, that you're like excited about. And it's so hard to have the self-control to take a deep breath and say, no buying. I have books here. I have to concentrate. I have to, you know, take a deep breath and avoid purchasing books because otherwise I'm wasting my money. And now, it's great to spend money on books, but it's not fantastic to waste that money, especially when you're feeding into, you know, the system that continues to bring out books without caring so much for quality, just because they know that people will buy them. Which I'm not saying is the case with the books that I'm saying, it's just I'm saying that's how the book industry is currently developing. It's mostly just getting out content fast and cheaply, most of the time, without paying the authors, without taking into consideration the environmental impacts. And, you know, as much as I want to read more books, as much as I want to buy all of the series I told you and spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds on buying books, the truth is that if I am so critical of system, I cannot be feeding into it. Which doesn't mean that I won't buy them at some point. Obviously, I am excited to purchase these books. I am excited to read these books. What it does mean is that me personally and society in general needs to be a bit more careful about the amount of stuff we buy, just in general. Same way I am with books, a lot of people are with their clothes, or with shoes, or with bags, or with jewelry, or with headphones, or with whatever it is that is your little poison thing. Everyone has something. And I think it's very dangerous, this society that we live in which it is almost forced upon us to always have the newest, shiniest toy. There's no need for that. There's no need to do that. But on the other side, you have to recognize as well the talent and the time and the effort and the creativity that has gone into publishing these books. And that's what attracts me to wanting to buy them. And it's very hard to not do that. I'm trying currently not to buy any books for a few months. I think at least until like June, July. Maybe the first time I buy books will be for August, hopefully. And just really do a big dent on my bookshelf TBR, because it's really unfair, I think, for people. I think it's really unfair when I personally can buy more books just because I have a job, I can afford to buy them, but then I'm not reading them. That's such a waste of money, and you know, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. I don't know why I do it. It's not the smartest. But yes, I think that those series are very exciting. I'm really excited to read them at some point. I just have to be very realistic about when that will be, and I don't think it will be in the next 4 months because I have things to do. I have books to read. Look at all of these books. I have them here and they're chilling and they are having the time of their lives being dusted every week because I don't want them to get dirty and I'm a bit allergic to dust. But yeah, I think that I don't know what the purpose of this video was. I wanted to talk about series that I couldn't buy and I ended up criticizing everything in capitalism. Wolves benefiting from it, that's just the paradox of the society we live in, I guess. But yeah, those are the series that I want to buy. Please, if you have read any of these series, tell me down below in the comment section which series should I prioritize buying. Obviously I'm going to prioritize Shade of Magic because I already own that, but if you have your own personal opinion, let me know. I could change my mind. I could have my own opinion change. It's cool. I'm not set on my ways. I have no ways, so it's fine. But yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe. I do these kind of rants at least once a month because I get overwhelmed. You know, like that song, I get overwhelmed so easily. Na, 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 na. This is stupid. Okay. Everything's fine in here. Everything's fine. But yeah, if you are interested in seeing more of these videos, please follow me on here and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more of this stuff that I do and me ranting about books, then go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at Book and Prejudice, where I try to be a little bit more consistent. Still failing at it, but still try my best. See you guys next week. Goodbye!